So basically this setup, it was it was a very easy one. If you check volatility 75, if you had analyzed and seen that we had a breakout of a downtrend, like that, broke out of a downtrend. So basically we're now looking for this market being in an uptrend. That was the first thing. So taking note of that, we could also plotted that. Then the second thing that we are seeing on the chart is this double bottom structure here. You could have seen a double bottom like that on your market. And what you know about a double bottom, you always know that it always has to come and break out at that level. So basically you could have taken that buy as well from that breakout there. So another scenario that you could have looked at this huge swing buy that happened on VIX 75 was since you see that the market is in an uptrend whereby it's forming higher highs and higher lows. If you check, that's a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So basically it was going to form a higher high after that recent low that was broken. So basically we're looking at the market going to form a higher what do you call this? A higher high. So basically if you draw a trend line, that first touch, second touch, third touch there. So basically it was actually a third touch on our trend line. You could have drawn that trend line, you could have gotten that entry. So basically your target was actually a higher high. So a higher high, it means the high was supposed to break this recent high here. It was supposed to break this recent high, of which it came, broke, and actually continued going. So basically you could have caught that buy very, very easily like that. That third touch, that was the first thing that you could have looked at. You could have seen that third touch. After seeing that third touch, if ever you went to smaller time frames, you could have seen a very beautiful entry point for that third touch. So if you had gone to a smaller time frames, whether it's the 4 hour, the 1 hour, 30 minutes, or the 15 minutes, you would have gotten an easy entry for that buy. So if you check that buy, it was actually with a minimum lot size, one could have made something like, let's see, with a minimum lot size, you could have made more than $300 on that single buy there. So holding this buy all the way to that level of profit there, you could have actually made $318 with a minimum lot size on the VIX 75. So meaning with a small account, you could have even made $318. So if you check even the risk as to reward, it's actually 1:15, which is actually a very good risk as to reward. So having taken that buy on that third touch, let's say one missed it from that third touch, you could actually have scaled lower to, let's say, 4 hour. Let's go to 4 hour and seen an area where we could have actually entered that same buy. Let's say we missed that third touch here. Let's say we missed this third touch. Where else could one have taken that buy? So if you check, you also have this trend line here, first touch here, second touch there. So you also have that trend line like that. You could have drawn your trend line like that. Like that, you could have drawn your trend line, or even like this. You can also draw that trend line. It's also fine like this, first touch, second touch. Market try to break, failed. So same as here. So you could have gotten the buy as well here at that breakout. So that breakout that happened next year, you could have actually have scaled in to that buy as well. So same as after that level of resistance there, you could have also gotten into that buy as well. After, so many opportunities were there. First opportunity was here. Second opportunity was there. Third opportunity, you now look for that next level resistance, or even this resistance here. Once it's broken, you actually wait for this retest, then you enter. Third opportunity there. Fourth opportunity, the breakout of that resistance, the retest. That was also, so all those opportunities, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all those 5 opportunities were actually opportunities to actually scale in to that buy and actually make whatever profit that you're going to make. So if you check here, we are saying $300. So if we check the second entry, let's see the second entry, how much would it have made? Let's see, the second entry is there, third entry is there, fourth entry is there, and the fifth entry is there. So let's see how much in total would one have made by just scaling in with minimum lot sizes that trade. So $300 is the first entry. The second entry, it was going to be $280, which is roughly we're at 500, if not 600. this third entry here, it was going to be $200 as well. So roughly we're at 800. We're at 800. So we're saying 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here it's roughly 900. So basically this last entry, it's roughly 1,000. One could have actually made $1,000 just by scaling into these trades with minimum lot sizes. With minimum lot sizes, obviously your stop losses, they're always intact. Your stop losses are always intact. Your stop losses are always making sure your stop losses are always intact like that. So basically, one could have actually made a whole lot, $1,000, more than $1,000 plus, just by scaling in to that trade with minimum lot sizes. With a minimum lot sizes, one could have actually scaled in to this swing by adding their trades like what we've just shown you like that. So guys, basically that's one of the hacks that we use to actually trade volatility 75. So your target there, as I mentioned, that you were looking for the highest high, you're looking at the left there, which was the highest high was at that level that I've placed my line there. So that was the target, that the major target that we were aiming, because the market was in an uptrend. So basically when the market is in an uptrend, we're basically looking for highs that are higher than the previous high. So basically we're looking for an area that was higher than that previous area, of which it was that line that we've placed there. So basically scaling into that buy, one could have actually made $1,000 plus just scaling in and using the strategies that we use here in Smart Traders International. So thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.